So get this. What if I told you that you could actually start speaking and understanding a new language, not by memorizing a whole dictionary, but by just focusing on a couple hundred keywords? Today, we're going to show you exactly how to do that with Arabic. You know, for a lot of us, the idea of learning a language like Arabic just feels huge, right? Thousands of words, new grammar rules, a completely different alphabet. It feels like this giant mountain you could never climb. But what if that whole way of thinking is just wrong? And here's the secret. It turns out language experts have figured out that a tiny number of super common words make up most of what we say in daily conversations. So by mastering these core words first, you're not just learning, you're building a powerful foundation for fluency, and you're doing it fast. Our guide for this journey comes from the core word list from Arabic Pod 101. They've done the hard work of identifying the most essential words and phrases you absolutely need to know. We're going to pull out some of the most useful ones to get you started on that journey right now. All right, let's start at the very beginning. The most fundamental stuff, the words that let you connect with other people. Seriously, with just these 4 phrases, you can handle almost any basic social situation with grace. You can walk into a shop and say marhaban, get someone's attention with la samaht, and then leave with a polite shukran and ma'a salama. You're all set. And check out the power of this simplicity. Can you help me? Naam. Do you have any sugar? La. I mean, think about it. You can answer literally countless questions and get your point across with just these 2 tiny essential words. And just like that, the world around you starts to get labels. You can start identifying the key people in any community. The tabib at the clinic, the ustada at a school, or the dabit shurta on the street. You see, you're not just learning random words. You're actually learning to see the world through a whole new lens. Okay, so you can connect with people. Now let's level up and see how you can talk about where and when things are happening. Honestly, knowing the days of the week is like a planning superpower. You can schedule a meeting on al-ithnain, which is Monday, or know that Friday, al-jumu'ah, is a really important day of the week in many Arabic-speaking countries. How crucial is this? I mean, just think about asking for directions. Is the station near or far? Is the hotel qarib or ba'id? With just these 2 words, you can get a basic sense of the layout of an entire city. And with these, you have the vocabulary to talk about time on any scale, from a single daqiqa, a minute, all the way up to a full sana or year. These really are the building blocks for talking about schedules, history, or what you're doing tomorrow. Okay, this is where it gets really, really fun. Once you have the nouns, the things, you need adjectives to bring your language to life and say what you actually think about them. This has to be the most fundamental way to share your opinion, right? Is the food good? Jayyid. Was the movie bad? Sayyid. It's simple, it's direct, and it's incredibly useful. You know how everybody talks about the weather? Well, now you can too. From a hot, har cup of coffee to a cold, barhead day, these words are a part of everyday small talk all over the world. So, what do you think so far? Is this approach sahal, easy, or is it saab, difficult? These words are just perfect for describing any task, including, learning a new language. Okay, let's put this into a real-world situation. Picture it. You're at a market or sitting down at a little cafe. You can now ask for the basics. Ma for water, qahwa for coffee, or even order a meal of dajaj, chicken, or samak, which is fish. Now, this is a major step up, because verbs are the engines of a sentence. With just these few, you can start forming actual ideas. I akala, eat chicken. I ra'a, see the teacher. You're not just listing things anymore. You're describing what's happening. So what does all this really mean? It means that fluency isn't some distant, impossible dream. It's actually just a series of small, smart steps. And you've already taken the first one. You've probably heard of the 80-20 rule, right? Well, it absolutely applies to language. It suggests that just 20% of the vocabulary, the core words, like we've seen, can unlock up to 80% of understanding in everyday conversations. By focusing on these high-impact words, you're not just learning harder, you're learning smarter. Think about it. You started this just a few minutes ago, maybe thinking that learning Arabic was impossible. But now, you already have the words to greet someone, order a coffee, describe your day, and even share an opinion. So, the only real question left is, what's next for you?